Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello my students, welcome to English class with me, Mrs. Rini Martiana ANIS. At this time, we will study about narrative text. But before we study about narrative text, I will explain about the objectives learning about this lesson. The learning goals, the first, the students are expected to identify the social function, generic structure, and grammar used of the text. The second, the students are expected to be able to express the meaning of narrative text stories. The third, by writing sentences and text in the past tense form, students are able to express the meaning of narrative text they write. Okay, now look at the examples below. By watching the picture, you will know what is narrative text. Okay, the first picture, what picture is it? What story is it? And then, what is the title of this picture? Okay, great. That is the legend of Telaga Warna. And then the second picture, you have, what is the title of this text? Okay, this is bawang merah and bawang putih. The next, okay, what is the title of the next picture? That is The Ant and the Dove. Okay, the next and then the last one we have, look at the picture. That is, what is the title of that? Okay, that is Situ Bagendit. Okay, well students, from the pictures you will know about narrative text. Okay, now we will study about the purpose of the text, the social functions, and the generic structure of the text. Okay, now let's learn about narrative text. Okay, narrative text is a story with complications and it tries to find the resolutions to solve the problems. And then the purpose of narrative text, to amuse or to entertain the reader with a story. The meaning, ya, artinya tujuan dari teks naratif yaitu untuk jadi menghibur pembaca dengan sebuah cerita. Okay, now the generic structure of narrative text. The first we have orientation. It is about the opening paragraph where the characters of the story are introduced. Maksudnya, dalam teks orientation ini kita akan membahas tentang paragraf pembuka di mana semua pelaku akan dikenalkan. Yang kedua, atau the second one, we have complication. Complication tells the beginning of the problems which lead to the climax of the main participant. Atau dalam teks ini, yang kedua dalam complication membahas tentang awalan masalah yang menuju ke klimaks atau puncak dari permasalahan. And then the last, we have resolution. The resolution, the problem is resolved either in a happy ending or in a sad or tragic ending. Jadi dalam resolution ini, ya, jadi dalam paragraf terakhir permasalahan terselesaikan, baik itu dalam akhiran yang membahagiakan atau akhiran yang menyedihkan atau tragis. That's about generic structure of narrative text. Okay, in narrative text we have grammar used. Mostly the text uses simple past tense. For example, long time ago, Malin Kundang lived in a small village near the beach with his mother. And then the second one, Malin usually went to the sea to catch fish and sold in a town. The third sentences we have, her mother was a single parent because Malin Kundang's father passed away when he was a baby. That's the examples of simple past tense. And then, what is simple past tense? The pattern of simple past tense, we use subject. Here we lived. Yeah, lived. Live means we use verb to or verb ed for irregular verb, and followed by object. That's for positive pattern. And then for negative one, we have subject, didn't, and come back to verb 1. For nominal sentences, look at number 3. Her mother was a single parent. It means that the sentences use nominal sentences. The pattern is I, she, he, it, followed by was, and then you, they, we, followed by were. That's the explanations about simple past tense. Do you get it? Okay, now I'll give you the example of narrative text. The Legend of Malin Kundang. Now look at the picture. Do you know who is him? Or have you ever heard about this story? Okay, the story is about the Legend of Malin Kundang. Okay, before we start about the text, I will give you some vocabulary. The first, we have passed away. Okay, you can pronounce after me. Okay, ready? Okay, the first we have passed away. The next we have raided. Number 3, we have a band of pirates. Remember, a band of pirates. Number 4, we have huge. Once again, huge. And then number 5, we have recognized. Recognized. Number 6, we have denied. Denied. Number 7, we have pleaded. Pleaded. Number 8, we have curse. Curse. Number 9, we have apologize. Apologize. And then the last, we have wreck. Okay, now you have mastered 10 new vocabulary about Malin Kundang. The Legend of Malin Kundang. A long time ago, in a small village near the beach in West Sumatra, lived a woman and her son, Malin Kundang. Malin Kundang and his mother had to live hard because his father passed away when he was a baby. Malin Kundang was a healthy, diligent, and strong boy. He used went to sea to catch fish. After getting fish, he would bring it to his mother or sell the caught fish in the town. That's the orientation. Remember, for the first paragraph, we have orientations. One day, when Malin Kundang was sailing, he saw a merchant ship being raided by a band of pirates. With his bravery, Malin Kundang helped the merchant defeat the pirates. To thank him, the merchant allowed Malin Kundang to sail with him. Malin Kundang agreed in the hope to get a better life. He left his mother alone. Many years later, Malin Kundang became wealthy. He had a huge ship and a lot of crews who worked loading trading goods. He was also married to a beautiful woman. When he was sailing on his trading journey, his ship landed on a coast near a small village. The local people recognized that it was Malin Kundang, a boy from the area. The news ran fast in the town. Malin Kundang has become rich and now he is here. An old woman who was Malin Kundang's mother ran to the beach to meet the new rich merchant. She wanted to hug him to release her sadness of being lonely after a long time. When his mother came near him, Malin Kundang, who was with his beautiful wife and his ship crew, denied that she was his mother. She had pleaded Malin Kundang to look at her and admit that she was his mother. But he kept refusing to do it and yelling at her. At last, Malin Kundang said to her, "Enough, old woman. I have never had a mother like you, a dirty and ugly woman." After that, he ordered his crew to set sail to leave the old woman, who was then full of sadness and anger. Finally, feeling enraged, she cursed Malin Kundang that he would turn into a stone if he didn't apologize to her. Malin Kundang just laughed and set sail. Suddenly, a thunderstorm came in the quiet sea, wrecking his huge ship. He was thrown out a small island. It was really too late for him to avoid his curse. He had turned into a stone. That's the resolutions. The end of the story is tragic ending because Malin Kundang had turned into stone. Okay, well, in narrative text, mostly when we discuss about story, we will discuss about the moral value of story. So after you reading the narrative, you will know the moral value of the story. Now look at the picture. That's the stone of Malin Kundang. So the moral value of the story, please never forget our parents and never hurt their feeling. And then the second one, please appreciate your parents because you never know what sacrifice they went through for you. Tahu maksudnya apa? Jadi setelah kalian membaca tentang teks naratif tentang Malin Kundang, kalian akan mengetahui nilai-nilai moral dari sebuah cerita. Yang pertama, yaitu jangan pernah melupakan orang tua kita dan jangan pernah melukai perasaan mereka. Dan tolong hargai orang tua kalian karena kamu tidak akan pernah tahu seberapa besar pengorbanan yang mereka lakukan untuk kalian. That's the story about Malin Kundang. Okay, after you read the text, I hope you can answer these questions. Please write this on your book and answer it. Number 1, why did Malin Kundang and his mother have to live hard? The next, number 2, what happened many years after Malin Kundang joined the sail? Number 3, what did Malin Kundang's mother do when she heard that Malin Kundang landed on the coast? Number 4, what made Malin Kundang's mother sad and angry? The last, number 5, what did she do when Malin Kundang denied that she was his mother? Okay, my students, do you get the point from our lesson today? Okay, if you have any questions about this, please ask me personally, privately through WhatsApp. Okay, now we review about our lesson today. Okay, the purpose of narrative text is to amuse or to entertain the readers with a story. And the second one, we have the generic structure. The generic structure of narrative text, we have orientations, complications, and the last we have resolution. And the last we have grammar used in the text. We use simple past tense. And then for your assignment, please retell the story about Malin Kundang in 10 sentences by using simple past tense. Okay, that's all for me. See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.